shout out to Hoop Jargon, man. I'm gonna add you to the crew, man. This crew called Hoop Jargon. They've been getting at it, man. They the ones that's gonna grill you, man, because they majority are all Houston people. So that's
shout out to Hoop Jargon. Shout out to Hoop Jargon.
Shout out to Hoop Jargon. All right, y'all, we got a good show for you today, man. I've been keeping this series going about Russell Westbrook. Is he done? And as I always explain, I'm not saying that Russell Westbrook isn't a good player. I'm not saying Russell Westbrook isn't a top, whatever you want to say, 75, 100 talent that we've ever seen. But what I am saying, there's more than meets the armor with your boy Russell Westbrook. Transformers. Shout out to Sir Tyson in the building earlier, man. I got some special guests that I'm bringing up to kind of go forward with this premise because these are two young up-and-coming YouTubers. I think you're going to like their personalities. You're going to like the way they bring their opinions about what's going on with Westbrook. So you see, this is part 3 that I entitled this The Emperor with No Clothes. So without further ado, let's talk a little bit more about this Russell Westbrook thing. I'm going to bring E&P Podcast up here. What's up, gentlemen?
What's up, man? What's going on?
Yeah, man. So before we even get started, man, tell the people a little bit about your podcast, what you guys do, and then we'll get into the subject matter today.
All right, man. So, obviously you can't see it today, but you see the little avatars. This is Ian Kidd. So basically we do a sports channel. We like to cover, we try to cover everything. So at first it was just basketball and football, but it's more of the sports than just basketball and football. So we do want to venture on to baseball. We did do the World Series. We did one game. We didn't have a chance to do more. MMA, boxing, Winter X Games. So just more because when you watch shows on TV like Undisputed, sometimes I love my guys, Shannon Sharp, Skip Bayless, but I cannot talk about the Lakers every single day. It's LeBron. Tom. Cowboys.
Yeah,
I get it. I know LeBron. Obviously, you're going to talk about LeBron because he's the best player in the league. If you don't think he's the best player, he's still top 5. Cowboys actually doing good this season, so it's a reason to talk about them. Even though before then they weren't doing too, good for the last couple of seasons. I'm just like, it's more the sports than just 3 topics. We never talk about the up and coming players, up and coming teams. It's just like it's so much more to dive into sports.
There's a lot of sports shows. There's whole shows. They don't talk about nothing but football and basketball.
Yep.
And I'm not saying you have to do that, but it is refreshing to hear about. I don't play hockey, but it's refreshing to hear about it.
Yeah,
it's refreshing to hear about the X Games, boxing. They don't even talk about boxing like that. Unless it's a really big,
Yeah, that's fair.
Match. It's not like Fury versus Wilder, and they're not talking about it.
That's fair.
Maybe Errol Spence.
That's fair. Okay, well, I appreciate that. Y'all bringing a new wave of just, it sounds like diversity to the sports reporting field, which is definitely needed. So, yeah, I'm with that, man. And shout out to all the early birds in the building, man. Fly Guy West, my boy D-Cuz, my college teammate. Say what's up, man? What's up, Clifford? He called me back in college. And shout out to my boy Montreal. Says, what's up, good people? So, yeah, man, we're going to go ahead and rock this topic, man. So, let's dive into it, man. So, right now, the Los Angeles Lakers is currently sitting at, 21-21? And part of it, that's not great. I think they're number 7 in the West right now, trending downward with 8th. Okay, 8th. Yeah. So now it's 10 teams now, so it's a little softer now, I guess, with the play-in game. But you tell me, guys, what are y'all observing so far? We'll talk about the Lakers as a whole, and then we'll kind of bring it to the, No. Let's go ahead and get to the man of the hour. So what are you observing right now? So let me say it this way: how much of a correlation do you see between Westbrook's abysmal play and how the Lakers are right now?
So I gotta divide it evenly. I don't want to just how I feel about Westbrookian. I can't give him Westbrook because he just bricks so much. And he's so inefficient. But some of it is roster. I probably go 30-something% is roster because the way they built this roster, these guys are just too old. None of them can play defense. Melo didn't play defense in his prime. You expect him to guard somebody now that he's older. Trevor Ariza, come on. Trevor Ariza was around when Kobe won a title. Why is he still playing for the Lakers?
This is 3rd time playing the Lakers, I think.
we just start looking at these guys. Some of these guys were injured before the season started. You're like, Dwight Howard. Come on, man. Dwight, yes, Dwight is one of the best centers all time. He's one of the best players of all time. But he's way past his expiration date. It's time to go get rid of him, too.
That's facts.
And then, outside of that, we got to get to Westbrook. Westbrook is, I'm sick of hearing he play hard. Triple-double, as Colin would say, triple-doubles. When are we going to start talking about how the man, he's a selfish player? I don't care. Sometimes we just look at assist numbers and correlate that with good point guard play.
Yeah.
Because you can just pick and roll a team to death and just dump the ball down for 10 assists to your big man. You don't really have to share the ball. Like, if I see you just pass the ball to get 10 assists and then you stop passing the ball the rest of the game, you're a ball hog. It's evident you just want the stats. Point guard is supposed to keep throwing the ball around like Chris Paul. Chris Paul's going to keep passing the ball to all of his teammates all game long. He's not going to be all right, let's 12 assists. No, I'm done.
That's my bugaboo right there. I don't really have a bone to pick as much like E with Russell. My bugaboo is Chris Paul.
Hold on, let me go finish tearing in the Westbrook. And then his basketball IQ, not his regular IQ, because I know some people will be like, well, he's talking about his regular IQ. No, I only go at Westbrook as a player. His basketball IQ is so low. It don't make any sense, man. I've seen plays. He could have, some of the greatest shooters of all time. He could have Steph Curry. He could have Larry Bird. He could have KD wide open. And he would still find a way to try to dunk over 3 players in the paint. They could be wide open. I mean, they could be.
How do we know this? Because he played with KD.
Or it'd be end of the game. Westbrook just passed the ball. He dribbles down the court, turnover. So now you put your team in a bad position because you're not passing the ball and you're not doing anything with it. And you're committing turnovers. And you don't play any defense. I don't care. I remember that one time in the playoffs, he was chasing around Rubio like he was Steph Curry. Like Rubio can drop 25 points at any time. So let me get this straight. Donovan Mitchell has been cooking y'all all series long, a rookie. Yeah. And you decide to chase after Ricky Rubio because he got a triple-double.
That time he was going back and forth with Dame.
He couldn't keep up.
That's Westbrook, man. Y'all remember that game when he was obviously going for a triple-double and the Warriors bench was dying laughing? I think he's playing for OKC. And they were just dying laughing.
And I believe they were losing.
Like, bro. Yeah, they were losing and they're just laughing because the starters on the bench just laughing to see he's clearly going for a triple-double. And they just said how hard he was going, like doing trash time. And it's just like that is the embodiment of what Russell Westbrook is to me. And y'all cooking, man. I'm gonna let y'all keep going, man. Y'all, that Rubio was a great reference because that series, if y'all remember, Rubio hit him for 30. So his whole goal after that was to shut Rubio down when you don't need to shut Rubio down. You need to shut Donovan Mitchell down.
Donovan was cooking him. He didn't even look at Donovan's way. I'm like, bro. And the funny part about it, they built that into the scheme. They knew Westbrook was going to chase Rubio all game long. And Rubio was like, bro, I'm not a scorer. I was just I'm literally going to give it to Donovan Mitchell. I don't want the ball. What are you doing? And it's just like, you can make all the excuses for him. Remember when KD left, right? Mm-hmm. They say he had no help on his team. Okay, we'll give him that. Okay, so years later, he gets Paul George. He gets Carmelo Anthony. He already had KD. He gets LeBron James. He gets James Harden. In the last couple of years, he has only left the first round once, and that was with the Houston Rockets. And he almost lost that series to the Thunder that only had Chris Paul on the team.
Oh, yeah, I
so two superstars can't beat one player.
They switched teams, basically. They switched teams, and Chris Paul did more with that junk team than Westbrook. Way more.
Oh, my God. Bro.
And, bro, he literally played in this era with almost all the best players, with almost all the top superstars.
Yeah, he did.
That's fair.
Only person he played with was Steph Curry?
He didn't play with D-Wade.
I mean,
you said Bradley Beal already, right?
Kind of before his time. He was kind of young. Oh, I forgot about Bradley Beal. Oh, my God. He had Bradley Beal.
You're forgetting about Anthony Davis as well.
He played with Anthony Davis. He's Anthony Davis now. Oh, my God.
And after we cook Westbrook, we got to talk about Anthony Davis.
That's got to be for another show.
Yeah. We going to get on AD, man. I like AD a lot, man. AD, listen, man, we equal opportunity over here. When you slacking, you slacking.
AD overrated.
Nah, bro.
But,
let me say this real quick before we go back to Westbrook. I know you, Hoop Jargon, I know you saw the game where he wanted no parts of Giannis. He was running away from him. He was like, if you ever see that Mr. Go 30 clip of the player on the football team like blocking himself because he didn't want to get manhandled, bro. He didn't want to get man. And I saw it. I'm like, wait a minute, is he hiding, bro? Because Giannis is on a tear this year. Like, no, he's like baby Shaq. Nobody want to get dunked on. Nobody want to get that barbecue chicken. Oof, getting shoved out of the way. Oof,
yeah.
Throw your arms back like it's Mortal Kombat. He wanted no parts of. Who was he guarding? They did the switch on somebody.
Man, he was guarding like a point guard, bro.
Right? I'm like, bro.
Come on, man. Fight over that shit, man.
He had Kent Bazemore guarding Giannis.
Yeah. You know what, though? You see that in basketball. Some dudes will let themselves get picked because they know they're about to get cooked, so they'll allow themselves to get picked so they can switch. Yeah, man. You see little stuff like that in between the games. So, yeah, that's a great call out, man.
But it was obvious with AD that game because in the first half, he attempted to guard him, and it wasn't going well for him. He was getting banged on every time. And in the second half, you saw him. You saw it. You saw him literally, deliberately switch off on purpose every possession. Like, bro, and nobody called him out for it.
Yeah.
Who called him out? Who's a big name that called that out?
I think they talked about it. I don't think they really went on it. They probably went to Russ, but
they're not gonna harp on it. Yeah. Well, hey, shout out to Sir Tice with the $5 super chat. He says after the year KD left, he had 2 future stars in Oladipo and Sabonis. See, damn, the list keep on getting bigger. We didn't say Serge Ibaka
and Steven Adams.
And the list getting bigger, man. You had plenty of help, my guy. You had plenty of help, and it keeps gonna come back to the same thing. Well, Russ need this, but Russ need that.
But it's not Russ' fault. He play hard, so it has to, right?
Play hard.
Hey, y'all had a funny terminology, so let's kind of go in. We're gonna talk about the raw numbers of why we saying what we're saying. We kind of have a theory of why a lot of brothers like Russell Westbrook. Yeah, y'all want to elaborate a little more? We talking about
go ahead. Kid got this one.
I know we try to be intelligent and analytical and be like, it's the way he points, he's chasing stats and he's unselfish with the ball. He's selfish with the ball. He has a low IQ. Let's be real. It's the hood nigga. It's that hood juice. It's that hood nigga energy. He dunk hard. He yell after he do it. I don't know. It's the way he dressed for the game. It's something. But it's a bunch of dudes in the league that's from the hood. So why him?
No, because
what's special about him?
He gives the tough guy. He ain't the
He ain't the only dude.
He start yelling at kids when he dunks somebody.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't know what it is about him. It's just like, but he ain't the only dude who's from the hood. He's not the only dude that got hood swag in the league.
Well, there ain't too many hood players in the NBA.
I mean, they're getting weaned out.
Them suburbs.
The league has become suburban, but still, he ain't the only one that's from the hood. Oh, well, yeah. So,
he don't act like that though.
He don't, but he's from the hood.
He don't act like that.
All right, who still got hood swag in the league right now?
Hood swag.
John Wall.
John Wall about to be out the league.
Yeah, I'm about to say he technically in the league, kind of, sort of.
Technically, I mean they don't play him. He got cut.
Yeah, I was about to that too. So Tyson said something about the racial allegations. So yeah, he's kind of seen as like a revolutionary man for the people kind of guy, and those kind of people. Yeah, the pro-black angle. So I think he got that working for him as well. I don't know. That's a whole other thing from the
AD from Chicago.
AD soft. AD makes Chicago look bad.
I would say Derrick Rose, but he ain't like
he never had that personality.
No,
he ain't like that though. Derrick Rose to himself.
He was beloved.
Remember,
he was beloved
on phone them. Remember
but they like Derrick Rose more because he was a nice guy. Like he played hard. It wasn't because he had the hood energy. They never said that about him.
That's a good question.
He was beloved
because back in the day we had Allen Iverson, we had Latrell Sprewell.
Oh yeah,
we had some fools in there. That's for damn sure.
Charles Oakley.
Oakley was country strong.
Steven Jackson.
Oaktree was country
strong.
Steven Jackson. Who else? Steve Francis.
Monte Ellis.
I said
Monte
Ellis.
Patrick Beverly won.
What about Rasheed?
Rasheed one of them.
Patrick Beverly just put out a crackhead.
Gilbert Arenas?
Gilbert Arenas ain't no thug though. He's a very eloquent.
Nah, he not.
I mean, that dude
he
had
just
that standoff with was
that was self-defense.
Yeah,
that was
Jarvis
self-defense. That one.
He in jail like 23 years right now.
Yeah, he got
that boy in jail.
That was He needed that piece.
So that's a good observation. There really ain't that many hood dudes in the league like that.
Not anymore. Not
like,
really.
Like back in the day when Allen Iverson they were super hood. Like,
I mean, you gotta think about it though. Guys are getting paid too much to lose their paycheck trying to be hard. You about to lose $50 million just because you want to be a thug? John Wall, they literally traded John Wall because he threw gang signs. Nobody's trying to lose that paycheck. Nobody.
I mean, they try to say like James Harden throwing them gang signs. James Harden
nah.
I don't believe it. Like James Harden is from Hawthorne out here in LA. But I don't. He wasn't no hood dude like that.
No.
Montrez. Wait, Montrez. He from Murder Mount. That's we from.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you saw he got traded. He from Murder Mount.
He got traded a few times.
Carolina. So we know. Yeah, we know about Murder Mount.
Why he can't stay on the roster now. They don't help you more, bro.
You
guys do not care about that good tough guy energy, bro. They do care about being a tough guy when it comes. You don't want to be a soft guy on the court, but they care about skill more than you just being a thug.
So that's what it is? I think we figured it out. He's like one of the last of the Mohicans.
Dying breed.
He's the last of the Mohicans. he the last. So maybe that's what, because most dudes, they're like these new kids, they're Instagram. You know, they really have a lot of suburban energy. They're not out here, straight from the gutter. I had to sling dope. My mama. They ain't out here doing that like that no more. Like a lot of them had dads, and they dads was in the league. It's a different era.
Yeah,
that's a good.
These AAU babies, these personal training babies that we seeing right now.
Yeah. Oh, they still.
That's fair.
Like how many of these dudes raised off?
Hold on, bro. I saw one. I wish I had the clip. I saw an AAU highlight. Dudes was cheering on them playing no defense and missing alley-oops, missing dunks. Why are you cheering that? It's bad. It was bad basketball. They would play it was fast breaks. One team would go down the court, they'll miss a wide open dunk, a cheer. Another team would go down the court, other team ain't playing defense, and they'll miss a dunk. I'm like, why is this being cheered? This is horrible basketball.
That's something I don't know nothing about right there. That's for sure.
Zion, like the last few stars.
No, but you understand. They were missing dunks.
I'm making a point. Like Zion, the Ball brothers, Karl Anthony Towns is another one. Ain't none of these dudes from like the hard stuff, mean streets.
No.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They had to duck bullets when they was on the court growing up. Yeah, I had to duck on the ground because dudes were shooting at they set.
Like Ron Artest. Ron Artest said he played a game, a dude got killed in the pickup game. Y'all remember that story he had?
How often does that happen now?
I forgot about Ron Artest. Yeah, I mean that's a solid point. You guys laid it out.
My bad. I ain't mean to talk over you. I'm talking over who Jargon. But I'm saying, like, even if you're from the hood, they protect you now. They try to move you away from that element because they know you have.
You should. Mm-hmm.
They're not gonna let you because they know if you get caught in that element, you're not gonna go nowhere.
Yeah, that's true.
Back in the day, I mean, you had to like roll the dice. He might go to the league, but if you get caught or if you get shot, well, there goes that.
Yeah.
So that's a good point. Maybe Westbrook just represents a dying element that I guess some black people like to see on the court.
What, a bad basketball player? No.
Like what's Jargon? Real talk. Do you think Allen Iverson was a bad basketball player? Like in terms of how you played?
Yes and no. I think he was a great scorer. I think he was a great leader for as much as he could. I just thought he can only play basketball one way. And he's actually reminded me what Westbrook is going through right now in the twilight of his career. Because if y'all remember, AI played for Memphis and he played for the Pistons. And he looked bad. And even at the end of Denver.
He played for the Nuggets too.
I remember.
Yeah, so he was okay with the Nuggets. That's when Melo was young. But at the end of that, you can see that they needed a point guard, and he couldn't give him that. So they traded him to Detroit. He still looked bad. They traded him to Memphis, and it was done at that point because he only can play one way. So I won't say he is as bad as Westbrook per se, but where he is when he ended, that's where Westbrook is kind of at right now.
Yeah, I think with AI as a player, I think his downfall was he couldn't play with another superstar. Not so much of his play, is more of he wanted all the shine. So if he wasn't getting all that, it didn't matter.
Yeah, it bothered him.
Who you know how some guys you're like, well, maybe if he had help, he could win. It's just like some guys they can't play with other people.
Can you coexist with the help? You know what I'm saying? Like, can you use the help?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's real talk. Shout out to Aaron Learn.
I said dude was wearing the kilt, and they excused him for it.
You see, a good assessment is funny. Just shows how lowly the so-called hood has become. Case in point, they're repointing for a dude wearing, goddamn it, bumped up, wearing a dress. WTF, that's not a kilt you hate. Yeah, you know, Russell Westbrook got a very interesting style, sense he going, and you know, and I think there's a lot to even just we can have a show just about that, about dudes wearing that bullshit. Kobe Bryant included when he had that thing 10 years ago. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Man, it ain't just Westbrook, man. D-Wade, Gateway, Brandon Marshall, Cam Newton. Why these dudes out here dressing like strong single moms, bro?
Cam like a whole single mom picking up
with that head wrap,
kid sitting there in the PJ. Bro, he had the head wrap and the scarf. I was like, bro,
and them capri pants.
I like, bro, Cam Newton, my guy, bro. But that there had to get him. I was like, no, I can't. No,
boy, look like a bad dude.
Bro. And Cam usually can dress. Cam usually has some short outfits. That day, that one it.
Man was wearing the Little House on the Prairie bonnet. Like, bro, come on.
Showing up saying, that kid not that bad.
I can do
it's
bad.
The teacher.
No, I can do bad.
It's the teacher.
I don't need no bad.
Yeah, y'all are telling no lies right now. Cam, it's like he went through a midlife crisis because he started doing it when he got older. When he got older, he started like really pushing the envelope, putting that bullshit on.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's funny. You know what? I think guys around like 32, 31, they kind of start to try to take another avenue. I guess they feel like they want to reinvent themselves because they know they're getting older. They know it's about done. So if you notice, that's when dudes kind of start doing that shit. Huh?
You can reinvent yourself and not wear a skirt, though, man.
Agreed.
I don't know. I got the Cam Newton. I know what Cam Newton need to do. I'll be honest. Cam Newton, my guy, his football career is done. Go to YouTube, make a style channel.
That's funny.
Smoke cigars, drink some liquor.
Right, become a talk show host. He's popular.
Bonnets.
He got the personality for it. All's done.
He does.
I look, after this year, you know how most people defend Westbrook? That's how I defend Cam.
Yeah,
I can't do it no more.
This year I can't do it.
I saw the bad picks and Cam that not working no more, and that inaccurate play and him saying I'm positive. It's just over for Cam.
Hey, I mean, sometimes it takes that, man. If you really face it, like, damn, the dude I like is really trash.
He's trash.
Really trash.
It is what it is. Because you know we were raised in Carolina, so growing up we have Jake Delhomme. It was exciting having Cam Newton because you know how you live in the area you live. They don't show the games you want to see. They did, especially back in the day, about 10 years ago. All you got was Pampers. So when we got Cam Newton, we was like, oh, finally we got a quarterback who's good, who's fun to watch, and he's black. You know, it gave us something else that wasn't Jake Delhomme.
I can see that.
Who's the other guy? That guard dude before Cam came in. What's his name?
Jake Fromm.
I think so. Yeah.
No, I want Jake Fromm.
He played for Notre Dame.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
Brady Quinn.
Yeah. No. It's what's his name? Colt McCoy. That's what it was. Colt McCoy. Yeah, he was trash. Colt McCoy. We're not.
I don't think Colt played for y'all.
He was trash. When he played for Carolina, he wasn't good. Did he play for Carolina?
I think
it could be. I could be wrong. It could be another quarterback.
I could look it up, but I think it was him.
Yeah, it was one of them quarterbacks. But we're not. So I'm a Giants fan. He's a Chargers fan. But we like the Panthers because we're obviously in North Carolina. So you're obviously going to rep what city you come from. So you want to see everybody in North Carolina.
Oh, Jimmy Clausen.
So like the Hornets.
Clausen. Shout out to Big Spell for that.
Jimmy Clausen. That's what it was. Yeah, he was trash.
Clutch. Yeah. He's supposed to be the guy too. I think he came from Tennessee.
So I remember that year. That's like 11, 12 years ago, and I remember that. And
then they was talking like, we don't need to start Cam. We can keep Jimmy Clausen. It was like, have you seen what Jimmy Clausen puts up?
Agreed. Now we go on there. I know y'all boys got that Carolina love. I want to keep cooking Westbrook because we got so much.
We done got off of it.
Yeah,
matter of fact, let me go to the. I'm
about to go my bag.
To the origin of why I like Westbrook.
What you got?
Oh, so I'm going to origin of why I like Westbrook. I gotta go back. I gotta go way back when everybody he was beloved. He was doing all the thunderous stuff. Everybody, Westbrook could do no wrong. And it was just something about because OKC, they were supposed to be Golden State before they were Golden State. They had James Harden, Westbrook, KD, Ibaka, and Green, Jeff Green. Yeah. And it was like for some reason these guys cannot win. It's like Westbrook supposed to be a superstar, KD supposed to be a superstar. Something ain't right. And then you start after getting past the electric play, you realize Westbrook really is the cause of all the problems on the team. I think it was 2012 finals. Magic Johnson, mind you, said that was the worst performance he's ever seen
from a point guard.
Because I think Westbrook took like 40 shots. He was all over the place and he was doing too much. And it's like his biggest problem, he's got to learn. Well, it's over now. He ain't gonna learn how to do it. You got to do more than just play fast, because playing fast, you have tunnel vision. See, you only see what's in front of you.
Absolutely.
So I'm just gonna take the first option. And it's like, bro, come on, bro. You gotta be better than that. And then what enabled him was his coaches. So they're gonna see a superstar, he's dunking. Oh, keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong. You only had 10 turnovers, but it's good.
Another part of where he was because nobody wanted to confront him. They were afraid. I don't
KD
know.
didn't confront him.
Nobody confronted.
Mo, the assistant coach, is the only dude that would step to him. What's his dude named Mo?
Nobody wanted to have that confrontation. But sometimes you gotta tell dudes, sit down, bro. Like, look, you're not playing right. Nobody wanted to do that. The old coaches would, but nobody. The days of who was the guy that coached Allen Iverson, Larry Brown. Those days are gone. Larry Brown told him straight up, "No, you're not. I'm not."
But the problem is, if they do get a guy like that, they're gonna try to get him fired. Yeah, like James Harden got what was his name? Kevin McHale fired. Kevin McHale do nothing wrong. He said boys play like bums. James Harden ain't playing no defense. Dwight Howard soft, and they trash. They got him
he said he's not a leader too.
Told the truth.
Yeah, he got on his ass, man.
And he was right.
Mm-hmm. Right about everything. That's true.
He told the truth.
And you know what? Funny stat. Yeah. And so that Oklahoma, I think that's a solid reference because with Oklahoma City, Westbrook, when KD's winning those scoring titles, he was shooting more balls than KD did when he won a scoring title. And it's the point guard. And here's another fact about Westbrook. He never played point guard in his life until he got to the NBA. So it just shows you the way he thinks basketball is from a scorer's mentality and not a facilitator's mentality. And it's hard to convert to a point guard when your first mind is to go to the basket, is to get your shot. And I think that's what we see going on with Russell Westbrook as his career kept going on.
But the worst part about that, you can't move him to shooting guard because he can't shoot. You can't stick Westbrook in the corner.
The operative word
he can't catch and shoot. He can only play with the ball in his hands. So his game doesn't even fit. You can't even switch him there. And he won't play any defense. I ain't talking about to pretend I look like I'm doing something just because I'm chasing the guy down and getting cooked. Doesn't mean I'm playing defense.
Because
it looks aggressive. So you think, obviously he playing lockdown defense. Yeah. Oh, Westbrook is just getting cooked.
Fake hustle.
It's gotta be that hood juice, bro. It's gotta
be, bro. I think you just look at the point guard. I got to say he's one of the worst point guards, superstar point guards of all time. And I don't care if you call me a hater because I don't like Westbrook.
So you mentioned turnovers.
When you start getting in advanced analytics, he's not one of the best passers. I don't care how many assists he got. He's not an efficient scorer.
The most turnover as a point guard.
If you probably look at his defensive impact, he's probably one of the worst. He just started going down the line. It's just like, bro is a horrible superstar.
Does he have the most turnover? He has it.
No, he's one of the most
turnovers.
He's second most turnovers in point guards. So as you see, he's right behind John Stockton, a very efficient point guard. So he's on the way, man. I think your boy Russ going to be talking at the top of the list. Now, LeBron, I'll give LeBron a little bit of a pass because he's a heavy, high usage. But Russell Westbrook, highly inefficient. And it's when the numbers shake out, this dude going to be number 2 on this list, man. He's going to be about number 2 on this list. So because Russell Westbrook going to play till he dies.
He might be number 1.
The number 1 and what?
Only 609, about 600 away from me.
He gonna get that easy. He gonna break that.
He might do it by
once they trade him to Orlando.
Orlando.
So his last. they go
pretty solid.
Orlando.
That's where he's going next.
6 turnovers a game. But Orlando need a name, so they gonna keep him. They gonna keep that record.
That's pretty solid right there. If anybody would take his bum ass, I don't want to say he's a bum. I don't want to go that far, but he's a bum in the sense that he is not an effective player if you're trying to win. Let's look at this man last 3 games. This man has won for 8 points, 2 of 14, 6 points, 2 of 12, 9 points, 4 14. So it's a trend. So all people saying, oh, well, even him, and I had the video of him talking about his slump, and he doesn't really acknowledge it to be a slump all the way. I'm like, dude, you in a slump, homeboy. You playing terrible, and your team is definitely getting affected by that. So what do y'all think about Russ's last 3 games?
Oh, I mean,
no, let me say it.
Go ahead.
Ben Simmons-esque. What that is. Triple singles.
Triple single.
But
that's rough, dog.
The funniest thing about that stat is it's not uncommon for Westbrook. That's what Westbrook do. 2-14, 2-12, 4-14. He's been doing this for years. Now the point total might be a little lower. But I mean, one game he scored 40 points but took 40 shots. I mean, bro, if you can get 40 points off 40 shots, you just need to retire. Go ahead and sit down, go turn that paper, go whatever you need to go right, go talk to the commissioner, go talk to Alistair and just tell you need to hang him up.
Hey, look at the ice cold player of the game.
Ice cold player. When the Kings start trolling you for playing bad, you know you down bad, bro.
Bro, they can't even beat the Kings.
Oh my God.
The Sacramento Kings, my guy. The Kings haven't been good in since when? Mike Bibby. How many years ago was that?
Yeah,
about 20 years.
Forever ago.
And what's his name? Was it White Chocolate? What's his name?
Jason Williams.
Jason Williams. Yeah, it was Jason Williams. He was on the Kings.
Yeah.
And it's at this point, bro, if you defending Westbrook at this point, bro, you got to be a fanboy. There's no way you can see these numbers. I mean, you've been seeing them for years, but it's magnified because he plays for the Lakers. And just be like, all right, Westbrook, he one of the best point guards in the league.
And
I mean, bro, you know, point guards I'll take over. Go ahead.
Look at how this fucking he ends up number 6 on the All-Star voting ballot for the West. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This year he's putting up this year. He's number 6 in guards in MVP voting. I'm sorry, All-Star game voting. Over Chris Paul, over Donovan Mitchell, over Dame Lillard. Lord have mercy.
What?
Hold on.
I can't see that.
Wait, hold on. Only person he should be over. Hold on now. Chris Paul, Donovan Mitchell, Dame Lillard didn't really play this season, so that's the only reason to get Dame. But
Anthony Edwards
be 8. Hey, I might say Anthony Edwards over him.
He's not on the list.
Where's John Morant?
John Morant's probably high. He's John
Morant's number 2.
John deserves it.
Number 1 is Steph, right?
Steph, yeah.
Okay.
You know,
but that's reputation, though.
1 through 5, who is it?
5, we got.
No, 1 through 5 is who? So it's Steph, John Morant.
Yeah.
Who number 3?
Luka.
Steph, John. Can you read the list out for us?
Luka. Yeah. So
Luka
guards. Yeah, Steph, Ja, Luka, Klay Thompson, which is some bullshit. Devin Booker, Russell Westbrook, Chris Paul, Donovan Mitchell, Dame Lillard, Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, Klay didn't play.
Yeah, that's fanboy.
That's bullshit.
You know how it goes. Like,
Yao
that
Ming
one
got
player
voted in every year. Yao Ming could play 2 games and have 1 point a game, and they were still voting Yao Ming in because China.
Yeah.
So
shout out to Flight Sports TV in the building, man. Yeah, so it's some bullshit, but you know, it just goes that fanboyism, like you were just saying. The fanboyism is real, man. There are a lot of people who just want to see Russ, you know, pound his chest, dunk on somebody and scream. But I'm like y'all. I want good basketball. I don't need all that.
My thing is, if you've seen the last couple of games, he can barely dunk anymore. You saw it was one play. He got the ball and he lost it midair.
He does that a lot, actually.
I gotta put his neck, bro. I gotta point this out, bro. The only thing that kept Westbrook afloat was his athleticism. So his excuse was he dunked the ball hard. He dunked hard. He's supposed to. He's fast. And now that wanes, he has nothing because he didn't adjust his game and he never got better. Really, he never learned how to shoot.
Yeah, his shooting got worse.
His free throw shooting is what? 60-70%.
All his shooting numbers.
For a point guard, you can literally hack Westbrook. I mean, you don't need to do that. He'll do something stupid anyway. But you can hack him and probably catch up.
Man, I would just
look at him.
Yeah, yeah. That's something to season up him right there.
I know you won't call bum, but look at that bum.
You know, I would just back off him. I would just let him shoot all game long. If I had a scouting report, I would just make him shoot all game long. That dude, I really want to show y'all this video, the 2-minute video of him not hitting the rim. the way he measures the ball up when he shoots, this dude hitting like the top of the glass. Shit. It's like, no, what are you looking at? How how's your personal trajectory that bad where you don't understand angles like shooting off the glass and shooting on the run? I would let him go for 30 every night, and we would smack him about 40.
Why you think he's not?
You say what now?
I know him obviously. But what's the theory for why? What's the theory for why he's not improving? Is it pride? Is it ego? Is he trying to prove something to somebody?
He's selfish.
No, but it's beyond that. It's like he's trying to prove that
he's stubborn.
He can do it this way.
He's stubborn. He's stubborn. He's stubborn. It's literally nothing else. He's stubborn. He would not listen to anybody. Anytime somebody gives him fair criticism, it's not even hating. Anytime anybody gives him fair criticism, he's gonna say, "Y'all haters," or "Next game I'm gonna have a triple double."
You know who's like that? Wilder was like that.
Yeah,
remember
Deontay Wilder? Yep.
Deontay Wilder was like that.
They wouldn't listen to him.
Yep.
He literally hired a coach to improve his boxing skills. Wouldn't listen to him.
And didn't do it at all.
Yeah.
Some players are like that, bro. For the longest time, it took Melo to be out his prime to finally realize maybe I should play
shit ain't working.
basketball. Remember, for the longest time, they told him. He said, "What you say?" It's still ain't working.
No, that shit ain't working. Like, I gotta do something else. So I'm gonna be at the home. I'm gonna be at LA Fitness with the hood on, cooking Jose and Bobby.
Hoodie Melo. It was like, bro, just play some defense. No, I want to do that. Pass the ball. No, I want to do that. But obviously, you like first round exits and sitting on the couch. You don't want to, like, bro. And Melo has his talent, bro. Imagine if Melo would have played some defense, check the ball. I ain't saying he gotta have 10 assists.
Melo about to be on that desk with Perk and Richard Jefferson. That's what's about to happen.
Hey, they gonna have Russell undisputed. They gonna have it. They gonna be Russ. So
yeah,
why
right.
Oh no, they gonna. Oh my God, they gonna. You know. So I don't know if Jargon, if you watch, but if you notice, they always have a player who's retired, and they do this thing where they bring him up here and they roast him, or they have him to incite beef. Like Orlando Scandrick, he would never be in the show to say nothing about football. It was always talk about the Eagles,
Cowboys,
why he got cut because he was a bum.
What's his name? The guy that played with Aaron Rodgers. Greg Jennings. So Greg, what do you think about Aaron?
Yeah, that is so true.
Years ago, man. No, nigga. Talk about Aaron Rodgers.
Shut up, say something about Aaron Rodgers. And they're going to bring Russ up there to be like, well, see, this is what they're going to do. They're going to have an inefficient player, just Westbrook. So you are a very good basketball player. Your time, you did a lot of turnovers. What do you think you can do to change this game? They're going to sit bad shots.
Some sideways comment.
Well, you were a superstar, but wouldn't you agree you were one of the most inefficient superstars of all time? Like, can you teach this player how to be efficient?
I didn't come here to talk about Aaron Rodgers. I just came here to talk about.
I'm telling you,
I called you up here to talk about Aaron Rodgers.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, y'all think it's a joke. 5 years from now, when he retired, they're gonna bring him on the show, and it's gonna be some backhanded compliments. I'm telling you, I've seen it too many times.
And great,
they damn sure ain't gonna bring him up there for insight. So yeah, I mean that's the only lane they can go through. Because you know what? And that reminds me of the premise of the show, that the emperor with no clothes. Again, to answer your question, why he doesn't change, because it's just poor self-awareness. Russell Westbrook has poor self-awareness.
Yep.
He the dude that it don't matter how bad it is, he gonna listen to the one good thing somebody said about him, and that's what he gonna go with. And that reminds me of that the old fable, the emperor with no clothes, because you couldn't tell the emperor he wasn't fly. This dude ain't had no clothes on, but everybody said he got the best suit ever, this woven invisible suit. That's what Westbrook thinks about himself. So with a guy like that, you can't do nothing for him. In short terms, he's like an AB. He only sees the good. He only wants yes men in his corner because he don't want to be told shit. And we see it every time. Like he say he got to play harder. I mean, it's all it is, man. It's ego, it's poor self-awareness, and that's what leads his results. And like William Godfrey said, look at the coach he played for. Nobody can control his game. True. However, a good player understands that I need to do less to do more sometimes. And he doesn't grasp that concept because, again, poor self-awareness. So it don't matter who you give him a coach. Because either a good coach is going to kick his ass out the gym. He's going to be like AB, like BA, kicked him off the field, and he took that as you off a team. No, he mean like get your ass off the field then. So you got to understand with those personality types, you can't please them. You can't please them.
Give AB the benefit. I try so bad. I tried. I was like, I'm all right. Maybe it wasn't AB this time. Maybe because I don't like Bruce Arians. I think he's overrated. But maybe it was Bruce Arians. And then it just came, this nigga just being AB. Yep, just AB, just being AB. Same thing with Westbrook. Same thing with Andrew Bynum. Andrew Bynum was like that. He told Kareem Abdul-Jabbar that he could learn nothing else from him when he clearly was not a finished product. I'm like, bro, okay, that's the definition of lack of self-awareness.
Yeah. Right, that's a great reference right there. I never thought of that. That's a great reference.
I used to be a Laker fan, so I was pissed off when I heard that. Back in the day when I used to root, because I'm a Kobe. Kobe's my guy. He's my favorite player of all time. So when we were losing, and it was clearly Bynum's fault because he didn't want to be better. I was just like, hear stuff like, "Oh, I can't learn it from you." What, bro? He's literally the greatest center of all time. What are you talking about?
Facts.
You can't learn more from the greatest center of all time. You done. And where's Bynum right now? Broke at home on the couch somewhere, living with his mama probably. I got smoked from Andrew Bynum.
That dude's tough, man. As a special guy,
it's like
special.
My thing is like, there's nowhere else for Westbrook to run. There's nowhere else for the run. He to play with.
It's his fourth team in 4 years, dog. It's his fourth team in 4 years.
You do any more running to be in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
4 team in 4 years.
Only reason he's on the Lakers now is because nobody's gonna take Russ. Nobody's gonna take that horrible contract. So unfortunately, I don't even see. This is another thing wrong with teams. It's like you see a big name and you think trade for it. You don't think fit. You don't think how he's gonna be with the locker room. You don't think how this can win games. No, it's Westbrook trade for him. Like, what do they think this is gonna go? He couldn't play with anybody else, so why he would be a player with LeBron? Who LeBron needs the ball in his hands? How do they think that's gonna work?
It don't fit. The match don't fit. You need a spot up shooter guy or with a high IQ guy who knows when it's time to spot up, when it's time to cut. Westbrook said in his last interview that he don't know when to do what. And like, you should have been figuring this out all summer already. Like, you should have been preparing to play with LeBron. You should have been working on spotting up jump shotting. Even Lonzo, he tried it. He matched better with LeBron with coming off of a worse, you know what I'm saying, coming off a rookie year where you had to come off the ball. Like, so now you had to play with LeBron. He adjusted better than Westbrook, who's supposed to be, you know, a plug-and-play winner. Supposed to be.
They were better off with Kuzma and Caruso, honestly.
Yeah, Montrezl Harrell.
They were better off with this.
But they
damn right.
I forgot what to say. Westbrook. Oh, there's nothing NBA players do. They don't be, some NBA players, let's just be honest, they don't be working on the games. They be practicing on stuff they already know how to do. Like a windmill dunk. But that's not expanding your game. That's teaching yourself a new dunk or attacking the basket. Like, it was a drill, and they were showing Ben Simmons working out, and he was attacking the basket. Like, who's going to play up on Ben Simmons? We gonna force this man to shoot. Wow,
you already got that down.
Actually, play up with Ben Simmons.
I can see that. Or I would say this:
even if Ben Simmons attacks the basket.
Yeah, well, it's this too.
Yeah, go ahead.
Some dudes will work on that new shit, but they won't use it in the game. Like, I seen Dwight Howard work on post moves a lot when he came to Houston. Like, he had Hakeem helping him, but in the game he go right back to them 2 moves he got. He ain't had no other moves. It's like, dude, you've been working with Hakeem with his footwork, and I know why, because I played, D1, I played pro overseas. It's hard to remember all the moves. So a lot of these dudes, in moment, they go to what they feel most comfortable. When the really good guys, they retain that shit and they use it.
Yeah,
that's why guys like Kobe had a counter. He had a go-to. He had like 3 different looks out of one motion. But everybody can't do that because they can't remember them. Yeah. So we got to remember that shit too. Huh?
We Borging a little bit. Are we Borging?
Are we Borging? You can hear us clearly?
Is it who now?
You sound kind of out of focus.
Maybe it's us.
It's us. It might be us.
Yeah, y'all a little broken up a little bit too. How about me? How am I sounding?
I think it's us. I think you sound fine. I think it's just us.
Let me get to a few of these comments while y'all get that right. So Theo3 says, Hoop Jargon, Phil Handy works with Russ before each game on the post moves. How come Lakers don't post him? You get the ball out of his hands, less decision making. Well, you got to trust his post ability because he got to be able to pass out the post. He got to be able to score or, be able to. I saw some of his post ups sloppy, dog. He's sloppy. So I get what you're saying, and I wish they would implement it a little better. But yeah, man, let's see. That's all players from LA. DeMar, Zach, losing players. Stats over wins. Yeah, unfortunately, right now DeMar's kind of changing that ship, and Zach LaVine actually. But no, that's fair. Let's see. Lonzo Ball has been on 3 teams in 4 years. Come on, he coming for Russ record. Yeah, well, I'll put it this way: he was a part of a mega deal from LA because LA had no reason to get rid of Lonzo. Lonzo was playing his ass off before he messed his ankle up. So not quite the same, but I mean, at the end of the day, I got it. But Lonzo ain't going nowhere. He got traded by virtue of bad placing. Russell is getting traded because bad basketball. Believe that. Because his profile is way too high to be like that. Let's see. We'll be back at 5. All right, bet. Let's see. He a low-minded player I'm talking about. You said he only care about his stats. All right, and gentlemen are resetting the internet. They'll be right back in. So I know y'all like it, man. Again, they come with the humor. 2 younger brothers coming up in the YouTube game. Appreciate y'all showing up and showing out. Y'all hit that like button as we go through these. It said they needed Lonzo, absolutely. Lonzo's game right now would be perfect with the Lakers, man. Because he can spot up and shoot. He can do his thing. Said Grady Green, shout out to my boy Grady, says he should have learned that his whole career is playing off ball. Thank you. That is a big element of basketball that successful players do. As much as they talk about Steph Curry and the way he scores and shoots, he plays off ball well. He plays off ball well. So that's something that Westbrook, he just never learned. And it's too late now. It's too late. He is who he is. Okay, y'all talking to each other. That's cool. Zoe in a league of his own, wishing league go back to the way before LeBron when everybody put in work. Yeah. Well, people didn't like that hero ball era, but, I'm with that, though. Let's see. Every one of those coaches are fired. You talking about from Westbrook? Or you talking about from Lonzo? Yeah, I think we all caught up. So, yeah, man, so I'm laying out the thesis in the end. E and Kid will be back in. But it's just like stuff like this, man. I can't overlook stuff like this. You can tell me all day about how Russ need to be Russ, how, they're not giving his opportunities, but come on, man. 8 points, 2 for 14. That is horrible. 6 points, 2 for 12. Horrible. 9 points, 4 for 14. And you know what? I'm not a big scoring guy for my point guard. I say this all the time. I don't need my point guard to be the best scorer. Generally speaking, you don't win if your point guard is your best scorer, right? So I'll give him a pass on that if you're just impacting the game in other ways that are efficient towards successful basketball. And that's not what Westbrook's doing. Not only is he shooting abysmally, he's not playing defense, he's turned the ball over, and he's not putting his teammates in position to succeed. And he's playing off the ball incorrectly. So it's like, God damn, like, what are you doing well? Like, shit. It's a smorgasbord of bad play. So it's like, what are you doing to help your team, dude? What are you doing? Oh, you're talking about from Zoe. Okay, so from Zoe, wishing everybody can put in work. Oh, the coach is fired. Yeah, the coach was fired, man. They didn't play him correctly. I mean, Luke Walton, probably the biggest culprit of that. Like, I don't know what the heck he was doing, man. Don't get me started on Luke Walton. But yeah, that's on point, bro. Dante S says, yes, Russ is done. He really isn't good enough to get the men's in the league. Yeah, and when I say he's done, and people going to take me to the table like the Russell Westbrook defense team, y'all always going to take me to the table on this. I'm not saying that he can't play basketball. I'm not saying that he's not exciting to watch. I'm not saying that he's any of those things. But when he's not, he's an effective player to win championship level basketball. Right now, he's 32, 33? That's where you need to be now. It's not like gaudy stats anymore. It's not like Nipsey Hussle salutes and shit like that. Nah. You need to be a guy who's going to be conducive to a championship at this point in your career. And that's not him. It's never been him. And it's to be argued that he held back those Oklahoma teams when Kevin Durant could have been cooking. But Russ want to get his too. That's just always who he's been, in my opinion, man. Shout out to DJ Raw Truth in the building. Hey, man, it's always fun to put West on the grill, man. I do it begrudgingly because I don't hate the man. I just do not like his game. And this is just again showing the premise of this show. Where we at? You see, I'm getting my thumbnail game up. That is Westbrook done? The Emperor has no clothes. So the Emperor having no clothes basically being poor self-awareness. Hold on, I got my little banner stuff in the way. The Emperor has no clothes. So basically, staying that old fable that the Emperor not having his clothes and going around town thinking he's strutting the shit like he hot shit when you really look like a goddamn fool. CC to the far right. My man ain't got no clothes on, but everybody followed him. And that's Russell Westbrook in my estimation. I think the brothers are back. All right, as we finish up this podcast for the day, let me get 2 more comments. And brothers, I'll let y'all cook. Lakers should hire Doug Christie from the Kings to be head coach. I ain't see he did a great job when Alvin Gentry was out. You talking about for the Kings? I gotta see a little more work before I get Doug Christie. Doug Christie, one of them reckless dudes too. Them, them light skinned, them beige rage guys. Shout out to my light skinned subs. What'd you say, brother?
Well, his wife, one of them crazy chicks on that.
Yeah, Gloria Govan or some shit like that. Yeah,
he crazy, bro. Like if he made that decision, I don't think I want him in charge of my basketball break. I'm just saying, I'm
good. I need to see some more work.
Bro, no, that chick is legendarily crazy. I remember our parents were watching that. Like, why is she so crazy? She's nuts. If you got with that, bro, I don't know if you good at making good decisions, bro. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I need to see because he reminds me like a Matt Barnes kind of guy. I just and shout out to LeVar Ball getting on Matt Barnes' ass. You know, I thought about this, and Kwame Brown kind of crystallized this perfect. And I won't go too far. I know he's talking about Westbrook, but Matt Barnes went from saying that LeVar Ball's a bad dad and that he need to back off of the young one. He said we need to protect LeVar from the youngest kid. And Steven Jackson was co-signing, and it was like he need to shut the hell up and let his kid live his life. This is before LaMelo hit the NBA, and we talking about the same Matt Barnes who drove like 100 miles go fight Derek Fisher in front of his kids. We talking about that same Matt Barnes with that same girl, Erica Mena, who's crazy as hell too. Is that the same Matt Barnes we talking about telling the dude who don't smoke, don't drink? This dude, LeVar Ball, literally, I don't know if y'all know. I got to hang with LeVar Ball.
Yeah.
This dude literally only eat like 5 foods. He don't eat nothing else. He drink milk all day. This dude is straight laced as they come. You telling him he a bad dad for raising 3 NBA kids just because you don't like the way he verbally says the things he says? We supposed to listen to you though, how to raise kids with your volatile ass fucking life you got going. Okay, yeah.
I initially agreed with that sentiment. I agree that LeVar at times he wasn't doing Lonzo any favors because he was in LA and everybody was just going at him because of LeVar. But I never thought he was a bad dad. I don't listen. You put 3 kids at the top of the NBA going in. Come on, bro. He's got to get the award for best dad of the last 10 years.
Nobody does that. Nobody does that.
You don't.
And my thing is like the things they were getting on him is what, being too proud of his kids. Yeah. I'm supposed to say my kids are not good. I'm not supposed to say they're the best. They're my kids.
I just think sometimes he went too far when he was like, my boy better than Steph. And okay, chill. But other than that,
it's just
he's a great.
But outside that, it's just proud of being. You know, some people love having a dad saying that to him. Like my kid's the best. Like he's going to.
What's wrong with that? I get it. It's
like, but yeah, you know what I mean.
What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with it at all. I guess because you know you gotta be humble. We can't be too boastful. So there's an issue with that.
When a black man brag on his accomplishment, it's a problem.
I was just like, and now it's the apology tour. Now LeVar was right.
Yeah, like
2 years ago he was crazy. He was a bad man, but now he's the greatest dad of all time.
Yo,
I saw a video about him.
The third, second one is
he's better.
So what they're doing to him
for the G League?
He's doing good, but they're not giving him a lot of minutes. It's like they're hating on him. It's like he'll shoot 50%, and it's like all right, he'll get from 30 minutes to 15 minutes. It's like really,
you know what?
You talking about LiAngelo?
Yeah, LiAngelo.
Yeah. He getting a tough go right now.
He circumvented the machine. He didn't send his kids to college. I mean, except Lonzo, he yanked the little one out. The second one got in trouble, and he went overseas. And now he's convincing other people to do that, to own stuff, get their own shoe. He's messing with the machine.
My thing is
that's why they don't like.
Only thing he did
messing with the machine.
He exposed that weak college system. Like I can go like today in today's age with social media. It's not like back in the day you had to play for college for people to see you, or if they didn't read the newspaper, they didn't know Magic Johnson was playing. Now with social media, you can literally go anywhere. LaMelo proved this and still get drafted number 3. Jalen Green. He played in the G League, got drafted number 2. You don't need college. If you're that guy.
Now people are like, you know what? Why are we doing this? They're not paying us. They're literally exploiting us. They're making millions, billions of dollars off of our namesake. They barely want to pay us. I'm like,
well, now they are paying them because they look bad. Because now it's like their biggest mistake was not letting LaMelo play in college. Yep. Once that happened, they messed up.
You could have let him play; it would have been fine. You could have let him play, and it probably would have been fine.
Yep.
But now you took away the scaredness that kids have. Where if I don't go traditional, then they ain't gonna look at me. LeVar just never cared about that kind of thing because he's like, man, my boy's good enough. You gonna see that, and you gonna pick him because you got no choice. So now everybody, well, not everybody, but a lot more people are seeing the world how the way LeVar sees the world, and that's what's scary. Again, you talk about going against the machine. The whole thing machine is control. So if you let people control, well, the way you control people is you say, okay, you got limited options. It's this or that, this or that. I'm a salesman, so my job for my people is this or that. I don't give you 1,000 different choices. I give you 2. So you feel like you're boxed in, right?
Yeah.
That's what they do to you. So as a fellow prep athlete or like a parent of an athlete, you don't feel like you got many options. LeVar's like, no, I don't like neither one of the options. I'm going to go my own way. And now he's shown you can go your own way. Look at Deion Sanders doing it with Shador and Shiloh, where everybody want to go to HBCUs now, bro. Like, it's crazy. When you just take the cap off people's mind, it's funny what people will do once you remove that fear. Shout out to Cool Kamasi, man, who introduced me to you fellas, man, with a $5 super chat, man. So this was made possible by Cool Kamasi, man. Yes, sir.
No, I was saying, like, the college system, if you really think about it, is anachronistic. Like, Luka was playing as a professional at 16.
Yeah,
they don't have a college system over there. You just, if I have a skill, right? And I'm not saying I'm a bum. You know, they always make this argument. Well, they all can't make it. Obviously, they all ain't going to make it. But if it looks like you're going to make it, you're good enough to play professionally, and you're a young man going into adulthood, and you have a skill, and you can do that skill. Why we got to wait 4 years? Why we got to play this game? If I can do it right now and learn how to do it right now and get paid, well, he's going to squander the money. That ain't my concern. So my concern is he should get paid. It's his decision to do what he wants with his money. It's his money. But if he want to buy a bunch of goldfish tanks, that's his business.
But outside of the money, man, I believe those guys develop better overseas. There was a time where, yes, college was the better way of development because you was there for longer, 3-4 years. But now, guys are going to be there for 1 year. Nobody's really going to have a chance to develop you. You basically going to kind of come with the same skill set you did with high school because you're not getting that foundation. They're not trying to develop players. Outside of that, hold on, let me continue. Outside of that, when you go to college, I believe it made LaMelo better. Because when he went over there, I saw a lot of his games. I had to wake up early to see him. Because was it Australia? You had to wake up 3 or 4 o'clock to see those games.
Yeah.
You kind of see the development because those guys are bigger than him. So he had to find a way to kind of score against them or play defense because they had bigger bodies. So they can just throw their weight around. And they made LaMelo earn everything. It wasn't like just going and start lineup, which some people think it is. He had to work his way up. They made him play defense. If he did something stupid, he got benched. So it was actually development for him. It wasn't just, all right, I see you a star, you're talented. I see you hit these half-court shots. Keep doing that.
Well, let's go one more back. Remember, he went to Lithuania. He didn't even play on the major team. So Jello played on the big team. He played on the junior team. And when he did play for the main team, he hardly got in. So he paid them dues. You talking about some development mentally, just mentally developing. Yeah, that's a great point.
I wanted to make a point about William Godfrey was like AAU is the biggest downfall for black kids. I agree because see a lot of times these coaches they're not working with the best interest of the kids at heart. They see dollar signs. He jump hard, he can dunk fast, he's athletic. There's no need to develop him further. That's why a lot of quarterbacks go into the league and they can't play because they just see athleticism and they just ride off that. They're not really coaching them. They're not really properly teaching them how to shoot, how to pass. They're not teaching them a post game. They just throw them in there. And when they get to the professional, they get to the NBA, they're limited. They have a limited tool set because the guys coming up never know how to properly play the game. It's really really a flawed system.
I'll take it a step further. These coaches so goddamn scared of the parents and the player to tell them that, yo, you need to work on this too. They're like, hey, just hands off, let them go do you. And I coached AAU a few years, and I wasn't, man, I swear to God, you ask any player, I don't give a shit what you were good at. You're not good at everything. Work on something else. Because I don't care about winning this AAU season. I mean, I do want to win, don't get me wrong. But I want you to be a great player. Like, I want you to hear something you're going to hear in college while you're a high schooler, while you're a middle schooler. You need to hear this shit right now. No, you're not that good. Work on something else. Work on this. But a lot of coaches ain't got no nuts. So you're just going to let parents basically tell you how to coach their kid. Oh, I'm going to pull him. I'm a yanker. Okay. And bye. You know what I'm saying? So you serve a lot of masters with that AAU game. So, yeah, bro, you 100% on point, man.
Look at the NBA. Like to make it in the NBA, it ain't like the old days when you can have one skill, passing, shooting, dunking. No, you have to be multifaceted. The days of just being able to do one thing, those days are over. You got to be a regular player has to have several skills at his disposal. He just can't be a one-trick pony. And a lot of these guys, they're still sending them in here. Oh, he's 7 feet tall. He can dunk and rebound. All he need to know. He don't need how to free throw. I'm like, bro, you're leading them down the path of failure. They're gonna fail. They're gonna struggle because you're not teaching them how to play. There's a whole new system. These cats in Europe, they're not playing, bro. They know how to do everything.
They can do everything.
He does
Facts.
everything.
Facts.
Yeah.
Even the bigs.
I think another
pass.
thing.
Look at Jokic. Come on, man. That's crazy, man. You that young and you that skilled, and you can do everything. Go ahead, bro.
Another thing too is it's like guys gotta stop looking to do moves that you don't do in the NBA. Like you'll practice on a move that you'll never use in the game.
Yeah.
Or you're just trying to do something fancy, but it's
short.
not fun.
It's too much. It's too much.
It's not fundamentals. If you ever listen to Kobe talk, rest in peace, Kobe, he was live. Kobe, he said he just did fundamentals. He just did basic drills. It wasn't like he was windmilling through the sky or reverse jam.
That shit gonna come.
If you ever seen one of his workout videos, elbow jumper, 1-2 dribble, post fadeaway jumper, or he's just doing it for hours and repetition. And because if you don't get the repetition, like you were saying earlier, you're gonna go back to what you're comfortable with because you haven't done it enough. So you're scared. If you miss it one time, okay, that's no good. I can't do that. Let me go back to just dunking. Yeah. These guys are not just working on the game. They see the highlights and they see Zion and they see Steph Curry and they just think Steph, all he does is shoot threes. They don't see the work behind it. They don't see how he changed his jump shot because he had to change his jump shot. He was trying to make it quicker. His dad wanted to make his jump
shot. Get that little push button shit.
That. Yep. Or how many hours he actually puts into ball handling.
Facts.
I ain't talking about the special handles. I'm just talking about regular between the legs, behind the regular. You know the drills when you dribbling.
Not the professional live.
Not the professional live, just the regular dribbles. And it's like to really be good at this game, you really have to put time and effort, and you cannot just practice on what you want to practice on.
Because back in the 80s, let's be real, the league was way less skilled. If you were 7 feet, you could lay down 5-on-1s and be an enforcer. You didn't have to know how to score. It was a couple of guys that could score and a bunch of big niggas just throwing fists and elbows. Let's be real, in the 80s, bro. They was doing MMA moves. Look, man, I ain't trying to be funny, but come on, man. Those days are over. You have to have skill to compete. And them guys in Europe, Mark Cuban was like, hey, man, in a couple years, Europe is going to take over. And people are like, what? Nah, slavery. Oh, no, you can't think like that. You got to think like, bro, the world is not going to sit by and let us just rule a sport or a profession. We went through slavery. No, you got to compete.
No, they're catching up. You see that Australia team?
Yes.
They had like 7-8 NBA players, bro. Like only thing overseas guys were missing back in the day was toughness. Yeah. And they got that now. They had everything else.
They're missing athleticism too.
Yeah.
And now guys like Giannis have bridged that gap.
Definitely.
Them countries, those ain't them. Like, he's white. He's soft. No, bro. Latvia, Serbia. Go over there. Look, these so-called thugs today.
Dudes ain't soft.
You ain't gonna last. Some dudes is real.
Remember when Marcus Morris tried to go at Jokic? Yeah. And Jokic hit him so hard. He was out for like 8. I think he's still out. He hasn't played a game since.
He's like, dude, that dude is not scared of you, dog, because you black. Dude is not scared of you.
Like when, what's his name? Murder Mount was going at Luka, and then Luka just dropped a triple-double on him.
Luka cooked, boy. He cooked the Clippers, boy. They was going at Luka. Luka was like, all right, I got something for you. You can throw in every insult.
White boy.
I got something for you. He had something for him, too. He was making
I would keep it real.
At Bev, Trez, Paul George.
Them dudes are not scared, man. When I played overseas, I played overseas 2 seasons. Them dudes are not afraid of Americans like that. Now, some of them know they just can't fuck with you. You're just too athletic. But they're gonna knock you out the sky. They're gonna elbow you. They're gonna, because they're gonna try to bridge the gap some kind of way. And them dudes they're not afraid to fight. Right. They're not scared. Like, so that's something I had to learn real quick. That American shit out the window. Go ahead.
With the Olympics this year, countries was catching up because America's resting on its laurels. Yes, we are the greatest nation in a lot of things, but that's not gonna last forever, bro. You gotta always stay
innovative, stay ahead of the curve.
They're not gonna stay around. Just let America rule forever. It doesn't matter in what endeavor, bro. Like you gotta have the idea, like, okay, we gotta teach the next generation to know how to do this, know how to pass, know how to dribble better, hold defense, be faster, be more, have a higher IQ. Because when them Europeans start producing more Lucas, you can start seeing the league. You already know what's gonna come. man, how come the league got all these white dudes? Bro, I don't even want to imagine what it could be like. You got a bunch of Lucas coming over and dominating the NBA, bro. There'll be a whole bro.
It'll be tough, man. That'd be tough.
Not gonna start saying, man, but what? No, yeah, you can't use the excuse because if he's cold, what can you say?
Yeah, nothing.
You're supposed to put the best out there. Yeah, that's facts. And you know what? I won't go down that rabbit hole, but it's basically a premise to that in HBCU football with non-black players. I'm just like, listen, I want HBCU football to be at the top, and I don't care who's suiting up. Obviously, we want more brothers out there than anything. But if it's somebody else can come help out of the program and put more money into the school, I'm all for that shit.
Remember Christian McCaffrey? Christian McCaffrey was so good.
Yeah, people hated that shit.
I thought he was light skinned. Like that's a nigga.
Yeah,
no, that's white. I literally gasped. Like,
oh, they don't hate on him.
They hate on him big time.
He didn't win the Heisman that year, right? He should have got the Heisman, but that was hate. That was hate, bro.
He was running over the.
That was hate. Yeah. He did everything that year.
Bro, I was like, bro, I thought he was a light skinned. I thought he was a Klay Thompson one. I thought he was a light skinned dude. I ain't trying to be funny. I legit thought that was one. Like, oh, he black, and they were like, he took his helmet off. I was like, oh wow.
Yep, Ed McCaffrey's son. Yep. Question real quick. Kamasi say, have you ever played with Omar Cook or Kenny Satterfield overseas ball? Now, I wish I'm familiar with both of those brothers. Very, very talented, but I never played with those guys. Let's see. William Godfrey says, you never see the best. They don't have the money to pay the best players ever make it. Yeah, it's a different game. He said, y'all right. IQ needs to be improved. Yeah.
Yes.
Intelligence quotient is a real thing.
The days of the hood nigga special. The hood nigga special. You know, the same, you know that little thing everybody do in the hood, that little cross up, you ain't got nothing.
Yep.
That little cross up.
And no, side to side, that little side you ain't going nowhere. You ain't got nothing. That weak iso ball.
The days are over, bro. You gotta compete. And I think that this is another rabbit hole, but I think this can apply to black people in general. We gotta stop thinking this way. We gotta start thinking not just black people, but as people. We gotta learn how to compete against everybody, and we can't rest on our laurels because you're a certain skin color or we went through something. No, that's not how the world works. Especially when it comes to athletics. Athletics is the area where it's, for the most part, it's meritocracy, right? You can take the politics out of it. If you can't play, it don't matter if you're black, white, man. I mean, there are different leagues between men and women, but you know what I'm trying to say. Black, white, gay, straight. If you can't play the game, you're not going to make it. And I don't care how much money somebody has, where you came from, how much influence you have. Look at Johnny Manziel. He had money. How much did it help him? Because he couldn't play. He
didn't care about the game.
But he could, because he didn't want to improve, he couldn't hang. And where is he now?
He got a couch.
Right. So like we gotta get out of this idea of, we can just hood nigga our way through. No, them days is over. You can't do that no more.
Yeah.
You gotta bring it.
I think
Jamarcus Russell.
Jamarcus Russell.
God.
Oh.
I mean, honestly, I think he's a tragic story. I think he didn't have the right people around him. He just didn't have the right people around him. Because
probably so.
He a little slow. I ain't trying to be funny.
Yeah.
But no, I ain't trying to be funny. He's a little slow. And he didn't have the right people to tell him the right things to do.
Yeah.
And he fell by the wayside. You could tell they were taking advantage of that boy. He was slow. I'm not even trying to be funny. He was. They took advantage of him, and when they couldn't get nothing out of him anymore, they tossed him to the wayside. And they do that with a lot of players, bro. Yeah. And that's why I'm saying we got to teach these players to be smarter on and off the court. Don't let these people take advantage of you because you can jump high.
Yeah, but also
that's not true.
You want to keep doing it for? You want to keep going on this one?
No, William Godfrey said that's not true. I don't know what he means though.
Yeah, go ahead, expand on that, Mr. Godfrey. Let me know what you mean by that.
Yeah, you talking about Jamarcus?
I don't know.
You saying he's not slow? I mean, maybe he wasn't, but he seemed like he was to me.
Oh,
well, they asked him, when they gave him a blank tape, so he's dumb enough to not put the tape in to see what's on it. He didn't look at it, and they asked him what's on it. He said, some blitz packages. They gave him a blank tape because they saw he wasn't looking at film. So I would say that there's some slow element to that. To at least not put it in and look at something. Come on, bro. What are you doing, man?
And that's what I'm saying. He didn't have the right people to help him. Okay, look, you got this. You got to learn this, or you're not gonna last. He had nobody in his camp. They were just vultures who took advantage of him. They knew he was talented, but they knew that he wasn't intelligent. They took advantage of him, and once he couldn't take advantage of him anymore, they just tossed him to the wolves. And I think that sucks.
That coaching, man, it's got to change, man. Especially, honestly, the coaches are getting lazy, bro. If you watch the NBA, bro, I'm sick of all this pick and roll. Like nobody want to run plays outside like a few teams like the Warriors and maybe the Suns. Teams don't really run plays anymore. All they're gonna do is have their 3-point shooters out to the sides, and they're gonna pick and roll. They're gonna ISO, or they're gonna take it to the basket. You're gonna throw some kick it out to somebody, and it's like, bro, you can be a lot more creative than that. There's no backdoor cuts. There's no, you know what I mean, no screens with nobody, and it's like, come on, bro, it's really lazy. You're working off the talent of your player. So obviously, if you got a talented player, you know, in college runs more plays because it's not player dependent. So some colleges, they have to run plays because they don't have a superstar. So obviously you can't just ISO all day. So you pass the ball more, you'll actually run some plays. But when it feel like they get superstar talent, it's like, all right, we ain't doing that no more. We ain't running no more plays. You're going to ISO the ball, and you're going to score 35, you're going to lead me to victory, or we're going to lose. It's like, bro, come on.
I already see one video with the coaches. Hey, you ain't tired? Coach, I'm tired. No, you ain't tired? Come on, bro. It's my job riding on this, bro. You go down, we all go down.
It's like, I don't know, man. Like Spurs, they had beautiful basketball. It wasn't, you know, the basic athletic throw the alley-oop or dunk on somebody, but the plays are run beautifully. Yeah. And they get plays off other people's mistakes. If you see something, somebody's not guarding the pick and roll, or somebody's not guarding the cut to the basket, so one of the players will pass it to him and he'll catch it for an easy layup.
I don't miss 90 balls at all. That whole hero ball era. I like them going back to the basics of.
The 90s wasn't hero ball though.
Huh?
2000s, early 2000s was hero ball. 90s wasn't hero ball.
No, Jordan's team wasn't hero ball. That was a triangle.
Yeah, they moved shit out the ball.
It just seemed like hero ball.
Okay,
because Jordan took the last 2000 because Jordan took the last.
They moved the ball around like a motherfucker.
But he learned how to play as a team player. They had to run because he didn't win, so he started playing as a team. Because he just happened to score a lot of points of high efficiency. Yeah, but he was really cuts to the basket. We running through the big man. It was more plays.
Yeah, because what happened was in the 90s they ran that, and then guys like Jordan started emerging. So everybody wanted 6'6", do everything guard, and then it started turning hero ball with T-Mac, the Kobe era, Gilbert Arenas, and what have you. That's when it got to that shit style of ball, Steve Francis and what have you. And so with that pick and roll, like we just talking about, because the reason why people run pick and roll is because it creates a matchup advantage. Obviously, we know that, right?
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be used sparingly, except, you know, now Utah had a lot of experience running that damn near every play, but they still had spacing and they still had entries outside of the pick and roll. So it's designed to create a matchup. And if you see like in the mid 2000s, in college especially, it was a play after you run your play, you got nothing, get your point guard, and he usually tap his head. Then the big come get him. So it was an afterburner play. But now it's just like you come down court, big man running straight to him. It's just like, ugh. Like that's all you got.
The Westbrook special.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. We ended the hour and 15 mark. Dog, we're going to do this again. We have to. We got to, man.
Yeah,
we have to.
Look, I already got some topics, bro. We can talk about Ben Simmons. We can go on Zion, man. Whatever it is, man. I might have to hit you up, but I can go for days.
Because I'm going to do like my sports gumbo that I usually do when we just do all topics, because that's y'all style, and I'm really good with that too. So, yeah, we're going to do a sports gumbo. Man, we can set for next Thursday or Friday, man. We'll get into the
next Friday would be good. I'm good every Friday.
Okay, I may be going to the mountains to go skiing. Yeah, we talking about some non-hood ninja stuff that I'm gonna be doing.
So I'll let you know. Got you to do that.
Yeah,
I know that was your idea.
That's exactly right. It's shout out to everybody, man, and everybody been enjoying. The numbers been up the whole stream, so y'all definitely brought it like I knew y'all would. When I heard y'all that first video, I looked at it, I was like, oh, yeah, they got the personality. They had the humor. I was like, it'll go fine. It'll go fine. So, yeah, y'all subscribe, man. I want y'all to plug y'all channel. Let me give y'all the solo view. Plug your channel. Let them know how to find you. Let them know what's up if they want some more of this content.
I find it. Yeah, it's the E&P Podcast. I'll drop the link in the chat.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, but we're trying to stream more. So we're going to try to stream like every other day or so and drop pre-recorded videos. And just kind of talk about everything. We're going to do the Warriors and Bulls game if you guys are interested in that.
At least one playoff game this weekend.
Oh, yeah, we got to. So we just try to cover a array of things.
When is the S game?
That's February.
We're going to do one of the S games too.
So if you guys want to find us, and come kick it with us. We don't care. We love to see people comment. We love to go at it. You comment with us, we definitely going to comment back. Right. Hold on.
Y'all be get some crazy folks hitting y'all up.
Nah, we ain't
made it.
I don't have tolerance for trolls, bro. They won't laugh with me. They're gonna get eviscerated.
All right, but here's the link to the channel if you guys want to sub and check us out, man. But it's been pretty fun being on here, man. We love this type of thing. We love to like discuss topics and take it from different perspectives. Like if you bring something to the table, man, we gonna talk about it definitely.
All we did this summer with like Citizen Lou, he was in here earlier, and guys like him, we would just talk about stats and who was better than who. And I love that theory talking. We speak about what he would have done in this era and look at his numbers and compare. I like that greatest of all time debate because I just like comparing greatness, and I like talking about the theory of the sport and how you play the game. You know, I can do it all day. We do it at home. We used to do it all the time. That's why we started the channel. That's all we would do. Have league debates. It's four of us. Well, it's five of us, but it's four brothers, and all we would do would go back and forth between each other, talking about like who this and who better than that, who trash.
Oh yeah, one of the reasons we started a podcast is just like, man. At first, we saw people online. We was like, hold on, I know I'm better than that guy. Like, you guys online, you know what I'm talking about. Who?
Oh, absolutely.
He don't bring nothing to the table.
I know what I'm talking about, but I like him. I'm subscribed to him. But so the LA Lakers and Westbrook is not doing well on this. Wait, hold up, bro. He ain't got no fire. Wait a minute. Hold up.
I see some of these guys.
Hating, but
some of these guys. Like, bro, only thing you got on me is equipment and longevity. You ain't that good. You ain't that good. And it's not even me hating. I'm just like, bro, we bring so much personality, fires, different stuff to the table. And these guys, like, bro, all I see is 12 years. Yep, that's what it is.
12 years of slave.
Just keep putting out I'm not hating. I mean, he's still putting the hard work, but I'm just like, I feel it's not an arrogance thing, just confident that I can outdo those guys.
We should be that way in this space. And that's what's good. I saw that confidence in you guys. And I know you guys are gonna do well. Just putting content out is the biggest thing. That's why I made my channel. I know there's a lot of people out there like, damn, you get people to listen to that shit. So that's why I kind of I run my channel how I run it. And I could post more too. I should be talking to my damn self about putting more content out. And I've been trying to do that. But it's like, I mean, I know I got a wealth of knowledge and stuff, but I gotta just talk it. I gotta put it out there because I mean, the people who I thought I was better than when I saw their content, they doing it. I'm not. I'm sitting at the crib every day. So the biggest thing is activity, man. Biggest thing is activities.
Zion need to lose weight. Ain't gonna do it being traded. Zion needs to stop eating Twinkies. That one of our first videos talking about how Zion's incredibly talented. He has a big upside, but if he don't learn how to put them Twinkies down, he ain't going nowhere but the couch. Zion need to put down the Twinkies. Listen to Charles Barkley.
I think he's trying to eat his way out.
Chuck is like, if it tastes good, spit it out.
Lou said he's trying to eat his way out of New Orleans.
That boy got a new strategy to get out your country. Eat your way out of the country. They should have put a weight restriction on it. Then he could have probably successfully done that.
He probably gonna exceed this weight. You lose $50,000 every day.
He gonna stop at 400. That's enough. I trade it down.
That's funny as hell. You need to go play for the Saints offensive line or something. Shit. Do some big old fat ass. That's crazy. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. I'm sorry, Zion.
Hey, man.
You put him at tight end, he'd be unstoppable. He'd be the next romp. Ain't nobody about to hit Zion.
Yeah, that's fair. He'd be a big ass tight end. Shit. That's a big tight end, bro. That's a big old dude, man.
Hey, his knees might give out when he running.
Bro, I first saw Zion, bro, before we leave. I was like, oh, hell, how old is he? He was like, oh, he's 16. Oh, hell no, he's 16. That nigga, like, he got a whole job, responsibility, child support. That nigga, like, he's 28 years old, bro.
That boy had old man weight. Absolutely.
He looked like a whole grown man when he was like 16. Shaq, I don't even think Shaq looked that mature when he was coming up.
Nah, Shaq was skinny. Shaq looked his age. Zion looked like a 30-year-old kid, 30-year-old dad, 2 kids, a wife, job, a career.
He looked like Kendrick Perkins. Kendrick Perkins was like that when he was 16. He was like a big old grown man looking dude, man. Kendrick Perkins was a big old dude. Still a big ass dude.
He always looked like he was old.
Yeah.
No. Another one, bro. DeAndre Ayton, bro. That man like he's 40, bro.
Yeah, he does look 40. Bro. He does.
Oh, we gotta cook this man. He on our team. Otto Porter Jr., Wilt Chamberlain's son.
Wilt Chamberlain's son.
That's funny. That's funny.
Junior, bro, I swear, he looked just like him, bro.
Bro, you put the side-to-side picture, bro.
Wilt
I see the
before
resemblance,
he died,
bro.
He had no kids. I don't believe
How would he know? He wasn't careful. That's why he died.
Yeah. As far as he know, he had none.
Wilt was a savage, bro. He put the legendary numbers. Can't no do Wilt did.
Hey,
man.
LeBron low-key looked like Nate Thurman, man. If you look at like his body type and then the face, and he played for the Cavaliers.
A little bit though. Nate Thurman? Fuck Nate
Hey,
Thurman. Look at
he kind of like LeBron, man. LeBron may need to go to ancestry.com, man, and make sure that.
Hey man, I think that before he left this world, Wilt Chamberlain left a legacy in his name.
He did. He on the Golden State Warriors.
Hey, man, Wilt got some kids out there. I don't care what nobody says.
Like LeBron. Yo.
Yeah, I tell you. Nate Thurman,
daddy, bro. What if that's his daddy for real?
Yeah, he played for the Cavaliers, bro.
And he's from Akron.
Oh, he's from Ohio? Oh, that's LeBron daddy. Oh, we saw the puzzle. Oh, we might have to go down a rabbit hole. It's Nate Thurman, actually, LeBron's dad.
That's our next video.
Start going through the pictures.
Bro, he got the same hairline and everything, bro.
Yeah. It's weird, dog. It's freaky, bro. Body type, everything makes sense.
That's crazy.
I'll leave y'all with that nugget, man. I want y'all to make a video on that because y'all got the personality to make that shit hilarious.
Oh, we definitely are.
That's my challenge. It's Nate Thurman, LeBron's dad. That's my challenge to y'all.
Hey, I said before we got on the channel, right? I was like, he got the wrong two Negroes on the channel. He done messed up. He done messed up.
Nah, man. It's much appreciated out here, man, because people want to be entertained, but they want facts behind it too. You just can't be saying anything. And,
we definitely do that.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Let's get it popping, man. So did y'all drop the link in the chat yet?
Hold on. I think did it show up?
No,
I thought it did. Hold on.
We ain't got a wrench though, right?
Let me see. Hold on, because I don't think I dropped it from the channel. Let me do it one more time. See
if
let me know if you see it when I do this. I try it again.
Jesse Jackson is Will Smith's dad.
Hey man, it's a gulag game, man. Sorry, man. I apologize.
Oh, that's funny.
We go down rabbit holes, man.
If you can send it to my see if you can send it to my Instagram, then I'll paste it on here if it's not going. I want everybody to see that live before we peace out. One more time
before we get out.
He do like Will Smith though.
Yeah.
I just thought about that, yo. He do like Will Smith a little bit.
Let me just get it from my phone because my computer giving me some issues right now.
No, that's cool, man. Drop it in there. I want everybody to be able to follow y'all.
We got to win.
I don't want to talk about that. That was embarrassing.
Hey, who before we leave? I knew we were gonna lose, but Giannis did he did a move, and after that they called a timeout. He was looking at his look. You know that light skinned nigga look. You know, you think you fine? You got your swag up. You doing the Dougie. You about to talk to the hoes. I said,
just say Drake. Just say Drake. We know what you're talking about.
He's speaking in his language. Like, oh nah, we about to lose this. It's about to go left quick.
All right, I sent it to you in the
in the back chat.
Yeah,
on what?
I sent it to you through Instagram.
Okay. Oh yeah, I turned my notifications off. Let me go get that bad boy real quick.
Yeah, see if you because I think I tried to post it, but it didn't show up.
Let me see what I got.
That's another one I want to talk about. I want to talk about Giannis.
We talk about Giannis. I want to talk about Giannis. He with us, man.
No, not right now, but like I do want to talk about Giannis. Like,
he in the corner. He in the corner for he did us yesterday. He in the corner. I want to talk about Giannis. We cool.
He in the corner.
Giannis put the hurt on us, boy. And then we evaluate the season.
You weren't there. You was at work. I was over here watching it.
Oh, I'm getting text messages from my homie. Y'all down by 40.
Oh, I got it. There we go. All right, guys. If y'all want to follow E&P Podcast, y'all check that stream right there in the comment section. I'm gonna post it on the link after they finish. I'm gonna put it in the description bar. And yeah, man, we got y'all guys. Let's see, you still Greek. It's Cyborg, but boy, not him exactly. Exactly.
We appreciate it though, bro. Yeah. You ain't had to have us up, man. You know, some people, you know how it be, man. But you let us come up, so
Man, that's cool, man, because I got put on the same way that y'all need to get put on. That's how this thing works, man. And we share all our subscribers. We share people who like-minded content. That's how it goes, man. So I'm happy to have y'all brothers on here. Real talk, man.
I had a lot of
not
fun,
having many prior conversations. This live went nice and fluid. So yeah, salute to both of y'all brothers.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Already, man. So let's go show Struggle Brook one more time before we peace out. Still looking like, damn, man. I wonder if I got my triple double. Westbrook in that.
Westbrook.
You know what? Somebody gonna name they kid that.
Westbrook.
Struggle Brook.
Hey,
Struggle Brook.
Hello, man. That should be the new face of inefficiency.
the face of inefficiency. Just looking at that score with the other team with more points. It's all his fault.
Before we go,
yes,
Julius Randle, right? Mm-hmm. So Julius Randle been playing like trash lately. So my new name for him is 5 for 15. So
5 for 15.
Julius is 5 for 15.
Oh man, I love it. 5 for 15.
Oh my God.
I love it. I'm gonna start using that. Watch, I'm gonna bite it. I'm gonna steal it. All right. So once again, man, this has been Hoop Jargon with E&P Podcast, man. Thank y'all for tuning in for Russell Westbrook done part 3. Thank y'all in the chat. Let's see. Y'all showed out, man. Shout out to P Rose coming in late. Appreciate you, my guy. Always being a part of the channel. And as always, Kendrick Perkins, take us home.
Shout out to Hoop Jargon, man. I'm gonna add you to the crew, man. This crew called Hoop Jargon. They've been getting at it, man. They the ones that's gonna grill you, man, because they majority are all Houston people. So that's
shout out to Hoop Jargon.
Shout out to Hoop Jargon.